Hey, what's up, everybody? Seth here. Wanted to, give a little update, kind of in this format again. It's interesting. I've had some good friends ask me a lot of great questions along this journey, and one recently was like, "Hey, what are some of your fears as you move from becoming a pastor to missionary?" And interesting enough, I'm actually just in the parking lot right now, about ready to go get a root canal, which I'm not very excited about that. I wouldn't classify that as fear, but yeah, not very excited about root canal and broken teeth. Anyway, it's all good. But no, seriously, as we make this transition from being a pastor in a local church to becoming missionaries in another country, I mean, fear is a real thing, and so I try to think through what would be like those top three fears as we make this transition. So um, first would be like identity. So often we base our identity on what we do instead of just who we are. And this will be the third time in my life where I've made a big switch from a role change to and it is that challenge of really basing my identity, my sense of self-worth, not on what I do or my position, but like by who I am. And so that's a fear piece of stepping out of. I've been known as Pastor Seth now for a long time, and about to step into something whole new. So that's one big fear. Another big fear is, can I even do this, right? I think that's a trigger in all humans, but do I even have what it takes to learn a new language at this stage of my life, and to go immerse myself in a completely different culture? So there's that fear of oh man, feeling weak again. Again, I think it's normal to want to feel like, oh, I got this, or I've learned, or I feel strong. Like, to feel weak again, that's a fear. And the third fear I thought of is provision. And I think this isn't just being a missionary, but like, you start to imagine, well, what if X happens? And I think that's always something that you think about, like, is my family going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? Is God going to provide? And so that piece. So identity, can I even do this? Provision. And I realized if I could summarize all those into one, it's the fear of the unknown. And that's like with any fear. We imagine what things will be, and it isn't known. I mean, we know where we're going to go, and we know the role we're going to be in, but what's it going to be like? I mean, that's unknown. But I was talking with someone, and this phrase came out, is it's the fear of the unknown, but we know we're not alone. And that just stuck with me, because this journey of connecting with a lot of friends, and ministry partners as joining our team, we know we're not doing this alone. But ultimately, and with any part of life, and wherever you are watching this right now, God promised you would never be alone. He said, and surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age. So yeah, the future is unknown in so many ways for all of us, but we are never alone. So if you're watching this now, that means you've either found your way to our website, which, welcome, I'm glad you're here, or you've signed up to be a part of our email prayer list, or you've joined us as ministry partners in so many different ways. And I just want to say thank you, because you're a part of this, in us not feeling alone. And as God's word says in 1 John, that it's only God's perfect love that casts out all fear. So let's acknowledge, as humans, we have fears, but we're not alone, and his perfect love overcomes all that. Thank you, my friends.